Welcome, Ultimate Hoops. I'm here with Sean Richardson. We're back for another week of Bloomingdale Schaumburg recap. Sean, we got a couple teams here at Schaumburg still undefeated. We got Watch the Throne and Just Right leading the way at 3-0. What is Watch the Throne the clear favorite, or is it Just Right? What do you think?
Yeah, early in the season, I have to say it's Watch the Throne. They've played some pretty tough teams thus far, and Just Right's kind of gotten sort of an easier schedule so far, and really Just Right just won games they were supposed to. Watch the Throne had some tough battles, some tough teams so far, so I think they proved to be the favorite at this point.
I know last season Watch the Throne thought their strength was getting in the other team's head. Do you think they have that edge over every team, or do you think that is their downfall at times?
I definitely think that they use the fact that they can get in the other team's head to their advantage. Bobby Rhodes, who is one of the league's top smack talkers on the court, gets into his opponent's head quite often, and he normally comes out victorious. Mike McGahee also sometimes partakes in talking a little trash on the court, and he definitely backs it up too. So they definitely use the fact that they can psychologically get their opponents out of the game.
They proved it this past week against Ryan Harris's team, Lights Out, and they were kind of the up-and-coming team coming into this league and this week. So that was a great matchup. 4-point game, I believe. Did you see anything from Lights Out in that game?
Actually, what I thought about Lights Out is they played very well. The only thing that they were missing is Paul Kowalniak, their rookie guard that just showed up to Schaumburg this year. He didn't have a really good game, and I'm not sure if it's because they were talking, getting in his head, or maybe Watch the Throne play really good defense. I don't know what the issue was, but he didn't play well, and they still had a chance to win that game. So I think that's not really a disheartening loss for Lights Out, but I do think that showed a lot about Watch the Throne and their defense and what they're able to do.
Your team now, Limitless, 0-3, brought a big Ultimate Hoops name to the scene of Schaumburg. I don't know if he's ever played here before, but Doug Lambert joined the team. What did you see from him this week joining the team, and is things going to get better for Limitless?
Well, what I think is going on right now is we have a lot of talented players, and we're just not gelling yet. We're taking plays off. We're not trusting each other. Everybody wants to score, and everybody wants to do everything. Nobody wants to sub out. So, I mean, right now our chemistry is just not there. The talent is there. I think we have all the right pieces to do what it takes to get a banner again. But if we don't come together as a team, it's going to be a long season.
It's been a few since Sean's been at the top.
Yeah, it's definitely been a few seasons since I've been at the
top. Post-traumatic rebounding this season actually took out Limitless this week. Are they a contender? Have they proved enough yet to be a contender?
They definitely have. The games where all their players showed up, they're 2-0, and I mean it's a lot of weight off of Dan Silver's shoulders. Last season he had to carry the load. Well, this season he has other scorers: Chanel Davis and Zach Boster, Nick Cordero. Christian can light it up from outside as a stretch four. He doesn't really need to do everything as he had to do last season, and that makes him a much better player.
Well, let's move over to Bloomingdale now that we've kind of covered those guys. We got all black everything. Elston's he's hit the recruiting trails pretty hard here to try to buy his way back to the top. Do you think he's done enough?
Yeah, I would say right now he's Bloomingdale's John Calipari. He went and got Mark Holmes. He went and picked up Jarek, also known as Fats, Mike McGahee's little brother, who's a very good transitional big man who can block shots, get steals. He can pretty much do everything. He can shoot a little bit if you let him. And then he went and got John Shadipo, who's always Ultimate Hoops one of the top players in the city. So he did his recruiting, and he's trying to get AB back to top tier.
He ended up putting limited edition down at the bottom of the standings this week by winning. So big win.
Yeah, that was a very big win. Very big one.
Glow Gang kind of having some off the court issues. They look like they were the team coming out week 1 that was for real, but I think we've seen some things from them after this last couple weeks. What do you think?
It was a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde situation there. I mean, the first week they came out and, I mean, everybody's hitting jumpers. They're trusting each other. They're running. They're playing defense. And then, like, the weeks following, they don't trust each other. Everybody wants to go one-on-one. Everybody's showing emotion. You can see where the youth really comes out in that team. They don't have any veterans on that team. Nobody who can calm the team down and pretty much be a glue guy. So I think that's where they're going to end up falling in the season.
This team, they've really put together a strong roster top to bottom. They're all kind of, 6 feet above at least. Guys, they have a few guys like 6'5", no size. So they got some size. They may be the scariest team in UH Chicago right now.
Right. No size is definitely a very misleading name because everybody is like 6'2" or taller. They're all athletic, all very active. They can run the floor. Everyone can shoot, pass, play defense. They're definitely one of Chicago's scariest teams. And, I mean, I don't know what necessarily their weakness is. Maybe it's interior, posting, or defense or something like that. But even you'll get some blocks out of Joey Cortez. Doug will help block some shots down there. So, I mean, they're definitely one of Chicago's scariest teams this season.
What do you think the acquisition of Derek Holyfield brings to the team? Toughness.
He comes on their team and he's an immediate leader. Everybody looks to him to get the tone set throughout the game. He can drive, he passes very well, he can shoot, and he's just very tough. That's what I noticed about him. He's a very tough player.
Is no size are they the team that's picked to win it over there at Bloomingdale at this point?
Actually, to me, it's up in the air between 3 teams right now, and I would say with full rosters, I would actually say Lake Show, I would say No Size, and I would say All Black Everything.
Black Everything, even over That's What She Said.
Yeah, I mean, this season, That's What She Said, it's a very great team. They play very well together, but this time I think they might be lacking a little bit too much athleticism. And like All Black Everything with their athleticism, it can be tempered. They got Elston and they got Mark, and they know how to slow it down. They don't have to necessarily jump out of the gym. They can play team ball. So, I mean, yeah, I think this season, That's What She Said, it's going to be outmatched.
By saying that, you're probably going to put a chip on the reigning 4-time MVP, Brian Evans.
No disrespect, Brian. I know you do what you do, but actually, you know what? I might want to throw. I forgot that they also had Lafayette and Corinne, which definitely gives them size. So I don't know. I'll say it's up in the air between 4 teams. I don't see any clear runaway favorite over there.
All right, there it is. Ultimate Hoops. Sean Richardson giving his analysis this week. Schaumburg, Bloomingdale. Let's see what we got this week.